Ravencoin wallet setup on the computer. We will download Ravencoin wallet, configure it, and then sync it with the blockchain. And then I will show you how to manage your accounts, create new account, get test Ravens for testing purpose, and then we will run some commands from the console to interact with the deployed wallet. I will also show you how to make backup and restore your wallet with your private keys, and then I will also show you how to configure your wallet so that you can access it from anywhere from the internet. To download the wallet, you have to go to the ravencoin.org website. As you can see that Ravencoin is a peer-to-peer blockchain handling the efficient creation and transfer of the assets from one party to another party. To download the wallet, you click on the Get Your Wallet link, and then you have different downloads for different operating systems, including the Windows, Mac, and the Linux. For this demonstration, we will be downloading the wallet for the Linux. If you want to get more information about Ravencoin, you can go on the Ravencoin Wikipedia page. As you can see that Ravencoin is a project based on the code fork of the Bitcoin version 0.1599. There's a lot of other information that you can review. Now, the important difference between the Ravencoin and the Bitcoin is that in Ravencoin you can set up your own custom assets. In Bitcoin, there's only one asset, which is called itself the Bitcoin itself. But in Ravencoin, not only there is a native crypto token which is called the Ravencoin, but also you can create your own custom assets into the Ravencoin blockchain and manage it. So as you can see that on the Wikipedia page, there are many assets and their links has been given, so you can go through these pages and this information. So in this demonstration, we will be downloading the Ravencoin wallet for the Linux operating system and get it set up and get it running on our computer. To download the wallet, click on the Linux download link and it will start downloading the wallet in the zip file. Simply download this zip file and extract the content into a directory, and you are all set to launch the wallet on your computer. I have already downloaded and extracted the contents, so I will cancel this download, and if I go where I have downloaded and extracted the contents, you can see that in this zip file we have four directories. The most important one is the bin directory. If I open this directory, you can see that there are some commands that you can run from the command line. The most important commands are ravencla, ravend, and ravenqd. Ravencla is a command line utility that you can use to interact with your already deployed wallet. It can be on your local computer or anywhere on the internet. To interact with that wallet from the command line, you will be using the ravencla. To launch the wallet on the computer, you have two options. The first one is the ravend. Using this command, you can launch the wallet on your computer and it will run on the background without any GUI. And to interact with this wallet, you can use the ravencla command line utility. The second option is to launch the wallet with the GUI. So to launch the wallet with the GUI interface, run the wallet with the ravenqd command, and this will launch the wallet, not only launch the wallet on your computer, but also launch the interface, the graphical interface that you can use to interact with the wallet. You can also use the ravencla to interact with this wallet, but if you don't want to or are not convenient using the Raven command line, this command will launch the GUI interface as well. Now you are ready to start the wallet on your computer, but before starting the wallet on the computer, you have to set up a directory in which the wallet or the server, when it starts executing on the computer, it will download the data from the blockchain, from the internet, and save it or manage it into that directory. And you also have to create a configuration file into that directory, and the contents of the configuration file must be this. There are many settings that you can set up into the configuration file. I will provide a link to the details or the to the documentation of those configuration file on the internet. You can get more information about these configuration settings from that documentation, but the most important settings you have to do is the server and the whitelist, as well as the RPC user and the RPC password. Server is equal to 1. That means that when the wallet will start executing on the computer, it will also act like server, and it will be ready to receive the RPC calls coming from different IP addresses. And the IP addresses that can send, or you can say the whitelist IP addresses from where the RPC calls will be accepted, will be, you can specify with the whitelist address settings. If you want to enable additional IP addresses or whitelist additional IP addresses, you can create more lines, and you can specify the IP addresses over here. So it's one of the security mechanism. The wallet, when start executing, the wallet can be deployed on the internet, and the wallet will only accept RPC calls that are coming from these whitelist IP addresses. So for example, you can set up your wallet on a cloud computer, which will be accessible from the internet. And then you can specify your home computer or the office computer's IP address that will be eligible to send the RPC call to this server. So let's just remove these settings and just keep the whitelist address to the localhost. And the next important settings are the RPC user and the RPC password. So along with the command that will be sent from the RPC command line, you have to specify the username and the password. So the server will verify when it will receive the RPC call. It must be originating from the whitelist IP address, and it must contain the correct username and password. You can specify any username and password over here. And but the next time you will send the RPC call to this server, you have to specify the correct username and password that has been specified into this configuration file. The next step is to launch your terminal and create some directory on your root directory. By default, the Ravencoin will expect a directory named .raven in your root directory. So let's create this directory and move into this directory. And in this directory, the Ravencoin will expect a configuration file with the name raven.conf. So let's create this file. You can use any text editor. I will be using the Nano. Just copy these settings into this file, and then save this file and exit it. And let's see. Okay, now you're ready. Your directory is also ready, and your configuration file is also ready. Next, we start the wallet on the computer. For that, move into the directory in which you extracted the contents of the Ravencoin wallet server. I have extracted the server into this directory. Go into the bin directory, and if I list it, you can see that all the commands that I have described previously are present into this directory. So you have two options to start the server. The first one is the Ravend and the Ravend Qt. If you want to just set up your server on the background, and which should only be accessible from the command line, you can start the server with the Ravend. But if you also want to start the server with the graphical interface, you can start the wallet and the server with the Ravend Qt command. So I will be using this Ravend Qt and to launch the wallet with the GUI. To launch the wallet on the computer, give this command. And then testnet, and then this. All right, so the no hoop means that the wallet will start executing on the background, and the Ravencoin is the command. And the next step is the next thing that you have to specify is the test net. That means that the blockchain that this wallet will be connected with will be the test net. If you want to connect with the main network, you just simply have to specify this command. So that will connect the wallet with the mainnet. But for this demonstration, we will be setting up the wallet with the test network. So I will specify testnet and end and start executing it. I think this is the right way. Sorry, I'm giving the Raven. All right, so that will start the Raven wallet, and you can see that the graphical interface is also launching. Just wait for few minutes and then it will start the GUI on the computer. I post a video for some time and to let my wallet sync with the blockchain. As you can see that the progress is almost complete. So as I said that it's going to take about, it's going to download about 1.5 GB of data. It's going to take some time depending on the network speed, and now you can see that the progress has been completed and the wallet has been synced with the blockchain, with the rest of the nodes on the Ravencoin blockchain, and that will start the wallet interface. You can see that I have around 23,000 Ravens into my wallet. It's because I was working with this wallet for some time, and I already have some test Ravens into this Raven wallet. So this is the wallet and this is the graphical interface. The wallet is running on the background, and the interface is connected with that the process running on the background, and it is fully synced with the blockchain, and with time it will continue to sync itself with the rest of the network on the blockchain. Next, I will show you how to get some test Ravens into your wallet. Most probably when you install the wallet, there will be no Ravens into your account. To get some test Ravens, click on the file and click on the receiving addresses. You also have the sending addresses and the receiving addresses. So I don't think that there is any difference between these two addresses, but for the sake of clarity, they have separated these two addresses. In any case, click on the receiving addresses. And this is where all the accounts that has been that are associated with this wallet will be listed. So most probably when you install the wallet first time, there will be a few accounts already created for you. So right click on any of these accounts and click on the copy address, and that will copy the public address of this account. Of course, there are private keys as well that are associated with these accounts. And later on, I will show you how to make backups and restore these accounts into your new wallets. You can also click on the new button and give a label, and that will also create a new account with the public and private keys. In any case, get this public address, and this is the address where I will request to get some test Ravens. On the internet, there may be so many sources from where you can get these test Ravens. Maybe you know some people who have some test Ravens. You can request them and send them this public address, and they can transfer some test Ravens to your account. But my favorite place to go is the Ravencoin community, and this is the Discord Ravencoin community. You can get more information about the internet, how to set up this community. In any case, once the community is set up, there are many rooms that you can go through, and the people are discussing different issues related to the blockchain. If you have any questions or if you have any issues, you can put your question in this community and somebody will answer that. It was very super helpful for me during my development and learning phases. You can also put your message over here and somebody will send you some test Ravens. But I found that there is also Raven dashboard. If you click on that and enter your address. All right. I was requesting some test Ravens from this test dashboard. So the command is this one. Just copy this command, and the command is tip testnet withdraw your public address, and then the number of Ravens you are requesting. Do not enter a big number because that request will be rejected. Just enter some smaller number and click on enter, and this tip bot will send you some test Ravens on your test on your public address. So after some time, you will see that you will receive some test Ravens into your account in your wallet. On the left side of your wallet, you have different options. For example, if you want to send your Ravens to another address, you can use this option. Just click on this, enter the recipient public address, and enter the amount that you want to send, and then click on the send button. This will send the Ravens from your wallet to the recipient address. You also have the receive option. I have not used this, so you can explore it yourself. Then you have the transactions option. All the transactions that has been executed from this wallet, all that history will be over here. And then you have different options to create and manage your assets. I will create some other videos in which I will explain that how to create these assets and how to manage these custom assets. So this GUI interface gives you access to most of the common functionalities that you need to interact with the wallet and the backend blockchain. But there's a lot of functionality that is available through the RPC calls, and to call or access those functionalities, you will be using the command line interface. But before going on the command line, let's review the debug, the help and debug window. And there is a console tab, and through this tab you can access or call all those RPC functionalities. You can say that, this is the command line interface. So if I write help, and this will give you the list of all the commands that are available through the command line interface or RPC calls. So for example, there is a group of commands to access the functionalities related to the blockchain, and there are a group of commands to access the networks, the restrictions, restricted assets. These are the commands related to the restricted asset. For example, this is one of the command, issue restricted asset to issue custom restricted asset into the blockchain. We will review it in the future videos. So you can access all these functionalities through this command line. Next, we will execute some of these commands from this command line interface. I have some commands over here. So all of these commands are from the list that I just showed you when I executed the help command. For example, if I copy the get balance and enter it into the interface, this will give me the total balance of this wallet. If I execute get blockchain info, and it will give me the details of this blockchain. For example, we are connected, the wallet is connected with the test network. There are total 1.1 million blocks has been created into this test network, the same number of headers and other blockchain related information. If I execute get block count, it will give me the total number of blocks that has been created into this blockchain. If I execute get info, I think this gives you pretty much the same information that you get from the get blockchain info, the uptime, and this will give me, I think, the number of seconds this wallet is running since. If I execute again, and yes, this is the total number of seconds the wallet is running on this computer. Okay, the most important command is the help command itself. You can say it's a documentation command. You can get more the details about a specific command. If I just execute the help, it will give me the list of all the commands that are available through the RPC call. You can see that most of the commands has some parameters. If I need the information about a specific command, I just copy that command and enter help and the command name, and it will give me the details of that command, what it does, the parameters that you can pass on to the command, and some of the example using this command. So the help command is very helpful. Okay, now in the last I will show you how to access this RPC functionalities using the CLI or command line interface utility. If I go into the directory where I extracted the content of the zip file, there is a command line utility called Raven CLI. So this is the command line utility that you will use to access the Ravencoin server and send the RPC calls. If I go into the text editor, and here is the syntax of the command. First you have to specify the command line utility name. The next you have to specify the username and the password that is set into the configuration of that server. Next you have to specify the IP address on which the wallet server is running. Currently the wallet server is running on my local computer, but it can be on the internet on some cloud computer. You have to specify the IP address of that computer where it is running. The next is the RPC port, which is by default the wallet server runs on this port. And in the last you have to specify the command, and if there are any parameters you have to specify those parameters next to the command. So let's execute this command on the command line. If I go on the command and if I go into the same directory where I extracted, if I list, so this is the command that I am going to execute. If I paste it and press the enter, so you have to, if I press the enter, so what happens is that the CLI send a RPC command with the username and the password to this server, and the wallet that is running on this server, it verifies that the password and the username coming with the RPC call is the correct, which is already defined into the configuration of that server, and the IP address from where the command is coming from is also whitelisted. So once these prerequisites are satisfied, the server will execute and return the result. In this case, this is the wallet balance we have in the wallet. Before finishing this video, let me show you some of the commands that you need to securely operate your wallet. If I go in my text editor, so one of the command is encrypt wallet. So what happens is that if you execute some of the critical functionalities like sending of the Ravencoin token from your wallet to another public address, or dumping of your private keys, or backup your wallet, these functionalities are directly available if somebody has direct access to your wallet computer. Of course, I mean, if somebody is trying to access your wallet through the RPC commands, he has to provide the RPC username and the password. But beside that, if somebody has the direct access to your wallet, he can execute these functionalities directly from your wallet. To further secure your wallet and put a lock on these critical functionalities, you can encrypt your wallet. So simply encrypt, give this command and enter the username, the password. And if I execute this command in the command window, it will encrypt the wallet. So what happens is that once the wallet is encrypted, next time this password will be required to execute those critical functionalities. One thing you should note is that once the wallet is encrypted, you cannot unencrypt this wallet. You always have to provide the password to execute those critical functionalities. So I have already encrypted my wallet, and let's try to execute one of the critical functionalities, which is the dump private key. So if I try to execute this key, this command on my encrypted wallet, So it says that the wallet is encrypted and I have to provide the passphrase or the password of this wallet. So to unencrypt the wallet, you have to give this command, which is the wallet passphrase, and give the password, and the number of seconds the wallet will be unlocked. So if I take this command and execute it, it says null, which means that the command has been accepted and the wallet is now unlocked for 100 seconds. Now if I execute this dump private key command, and it will give me the private key of this public address. So you can see that, I mean, this is a further security on your wallet, on some of the critical functionalities you have in your wallet. Some of other functionalities are, for example, if you want to change the password of your encrypted wallet, you can execute wallet passphrase change. If I take this command and see the help of this command, I go into help, and it says that you can change the wallet passphrase from old passphrase to new passphrase. And here is one of the example. So simply give the wallet passphrase change, old password and the new password, and now the password will change for this wallet. Similarly, I mean, you can send, for example, tokens to other address using this this command. And one of the command is the backup wallet. Using this dump private key, you can dump the private keys of your accounts. For example, if I go into my interface and review my receiving addresses, so I have around 25 public addresses. So if I want to back up my wallet, of course I need the private keys of all of these public keys. One way is that I can get the public key, right click the address and execute the dump key command with the public key. So it will give me the private key. I can make the private keys and make a copy backup of all the private keys, but the simpler way is that I just execute the backup wallet. So if I take the help of this command and go back in the debug window and enter, so the example is given over here. I simply have to give the command and the file name in which this wallet will be backed up. So these are some of the functionalities that you can access through the command line interfaces, and that is the end of this demonstration.